Today we're making ribs. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going to make a dry rub right now. I'm going to use a few things that I found in the cabinet, and we're going to see just how good this comes out. Just a little bit of brown sugar, not too much. Some Old Bay. A little bit. Put a little bit of cayenne pepper, not a lot, because I'll get yelled at. And some chili powder. You see all that stuff happening in there? And a little bit of garlic powder. Now this doesn't look like much, but I can always add to it. Cut. Oh. Okay, so we're going to mix it up here with this slightly rusty wisp in preparation to put it on the ribs. Cut. Okay, so we're just finishing the dry ingredient mixture here. And what I'm going to do is just kind of liberally apply this, not that I am a liberal, to both sides of this beautiful piece of rib meat. And when we were on commercial break, I did add a few more ingredients to increase the amount. You see. And you see we got the highest tech equipment in this kitchen, Tupperware, old pizza pans, and whatnot. But not what. What we're going to do is we're going to put this, cover it with foil, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator probably for about an hour or so to just kind of let it get all happy, as Emerald says. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to prepare these in the oven at a low temperature, preparing for barbecue later. Cut. For my sauce, I start with KC Masterpiece as a base, and then we add from there. Okay, so now my secret ingredient.
Hey, yeah, over here we got this disinfectant Clorox, and all we're gonna do after every time you want to always wash the counter to make sure it's very clean and tidy.
And make sure that you use a paper plate
to
keep your stuff clean.
They always keep your counter clean.
Cut. Add a little bit more on top, and since nobody's supervising me, a little bit of cayenne pepper. We take these ingredients, we mix them like we did before. And while the ribs are still in the refrigerator, we're doing this. And what I'm going to do is then cover this, put this in the refrigerator, and show you how we're going to pre-cook the ribs in the oven at low temperature for a long period of time. Cut. Cut. Okay, so I'm bringing the ribs out. Let's go ahead and just take a look at how these look now after about an hour of sitting in their own juices in my dry rub. That right there is good eating. Cut. Okay, so what I've done now, I've taken an old pan that we got from Grandma Tilly, then we put some water in the bottom, and I got this idea from my brother-in-law Rick. Thanks, Rick. Hope you're watching. A little bit of apple cider vinegar. Now, Rick, he measures. I don't measure. No measuring, no problems. This puts a little bit of sweetness into the meat, helps tenderize it. Not too much, because it'll get a little bit too tangy. I made that mistake once in my former cooking career, which I never had. Cut. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is so that they fit better in here, is I'm going to cut the... Okay, we're back running? Okay. This time I'm going to cut the meat so that it fits in this pan in a good way. We're just going to kind of stack them. There's nothing fancy here. This is Uncle Greg's home cooking. That's what this is. Cut. I just spit on the meat. Oh my God. We're back. I'm going to cut the meat. Look how easily. That's a sharp knife. Cut. Now we place the meat on this rigged up thing I have here to keep it out of the water, and then we're going to put it in the oven, and I'll show you that in a second. The other one cut a lot easier. Oop. Miracle Blade 3. Well, there we go. And actually, by cutting these in this form, they're going to be easier to put on the barbecue later. Cut. This is where we keep our towels. Very nice. So what we have here is a mixture of water, a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Nothing but the best. Huh? And it looks pretty good to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this to 275. Oop. Or maybe not. Maybe 270 we're going to go. We're going to put these in the oven, but let me show you what we're going to do first. We're going to reuse the tin foil from before. Get a nice tight seal. Then I have the lid. It's a Frigidaire. It's back when General Motors made refrigerators and things like this. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And I don't worry about preheating ovens. I just stick it in there and let it go. No measurements, no scripting. Oops, that's too high. Obviously, this is not scripted.
No measurements, huh?
There it goes. So we're going to set this in again. Look at that, baby. Fits right in there. Oh, yeah. And we're going to see you probably in about 3 hours. These will be done. But, you know, don't wait around. Just go do something else. Cut. Where the f*** is the cayenne pepper? Oh. What the? Where's the apple cider vinegar? Who the f*** keeps under the sink? We don't want to invite salmonella to the party today. Cut. Okay, so we're about almost 2 hours into it. We're going to check them now, and if necessary, we'll baste. Got to move slowly so we don't spill the water on the bottom. Cut. Look at those babies. Let's do a little basting. I don't know how necessary this is, but actually it's not working very well. Just get these juices back on there. And when this is done, the meat will fall right off the bone. If you could only smell this. What do you think it smells like?
Good.
Cut. Okay, so we're going to rewrap it with the same foil. We don't want to kill too many trees today. We're going to put it back in there at the same temperature for about another hour. That's too hot to touch? Be careful, we don't want to have to be calling 911. And we're good. And never believe that you have an automatically cleaning oven, because it doesn't work. See you in 1 hour. Go do something.